Understanding the Modern Customer Journey. My name is Paresh and this is episode 3. Service has changed drastically over the last 5 to 10 years. In past, a customer would call and be put on hold until somebody picked up the phone to help. Now today, the support landscape looks very different. Today's customer can start a support journey from multiple starting points. Customers have different channel preferences and expect an effortless experience across the channels. With the advent of self-service capabilities, customers can now start educating themselves by any of the resources such as portals with an interactive bot, live chat capability, interactive kiosks, a mobile app deployed by a customer's organization, remote sharing of screen between service agents and customers, or any number of social networks including Facebook and Twitter. Now, as this list shows, we can never be certain just where the customer is coming from. Therefore, we must be prepared with all the possible channels and media opening and listening. It isn't enough just to have a bunch of different channels. Your service organization must be integrated so that all the support channels have the same information, which means you don't want to advise that your bots give to differ from the advice that customer representative would give. And secondly, your support channels are seamlessly connected. You want information to be able to pass easily from one channel to other. Now, the complexity does not stop there. In general, the modern service company must consider a point such as social media. Customers are highly active on social media. They don't just leave comments about the things that they like, they also comment loudly and clearly about what they don't like. Many of their friends, your potential customers, are also listening to those comments and forming their own opinion of your company. Then there is company size. Companies often want to target both small and enterprise customers through the same set of channels. Third, there can be support for contract and non-contract customers. Now, everyone gets support, not just those with the service level agreements. Again, you don't know where the customers are coming from, so you need to take care of that as well. There should be fast response times. Now, customers expect fast response times. If you can't deliver, if you can't give them a timely response, they will go elsewhere, maybe even to your competitors who might have a better support channel in place. And then there's on-site support. Now, sometimes customer can't be helped online. In this case, they often expect the service company to visit them at their place of business or in the field to resolve the issue. So you need to take care of all these aspects like social media, company size, support for contract and non-contract customers, fast response times, and on-site support. Now, the typical customer will follow a specific path to get a resolution to an issue. For example, self-assistance. When people need help, the first thing that they do these days is to go to the internet and see if they can fix the issue themselves. They will visit a few forums, maybe news groups, and ask few questions, hoping for a quick fix. They might visit the company's website and do some research while looking around the documentation. Then comes the initial case creation and routing. Now, cases will be generated from multiple channels. They can be routed to specific queues based on factors like whether there is a contract, whether the customer is preferred customer, or whether a technician who's qualified to handle the issue is available on a specific queue. Then comes the case management and resolution. A service agent will now track all the communications with the customer and follow a dedicated case resolution process while using an internal knowledge base. Now, at this point, customer communication can be through email, text messages, or phone calls. Cases are typically tracked to create a historical log of what happened with the customer. The knowledge base will also be built out so that other service representatives can take advantage of knowledge from the past cases. And then, of course, comes the post-case activities. Customer service organizations are paying more and more attention to what they do after a case is resolved. Now, these post-case activities are now seen as critical, and companies now want to get feedback from the customers about quality of the interaction as a way to keep channels open and encourage the customers to stay with the company. Now, to gain more insights from the case and further build out their knowledge base, companies might send customer a survey with a specific with the specifics of the case. Now, in modern world, this is typically how customers interact with support organization within the companies, which includes self-assistance, initial case creation routing, case management resolution, and also post-case activities.